one's told you they love you today, Virgo, let me be the first to tell you that I love you. I hope you guys are all doing great and fantastic. Carrie, Lakeisha, hey, sweethearts. Sending you much love. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic, no matter where you're watching me from. I'm just sending you lots of blessings and happiness your way and little packages of love and sunshine. Today is September the 17th. It is Wednesday, so happy Wednesday to everyone. And thank you so much for supporting the channel, me, and the things that we do here. I couldn't do any of this without you, so I'm most grateful. For those of you that are new, I'm Julia. This is Virgo Nation 1111. It is a Virgo channel. But if you have strong Virgo placement in your chart, these messages will also be for you, okay? Now, you may want to take me up on my birthday offer. It doesn't matter if your birthday's passed or not. If you want a live reading from my psychics or tarot card readers, make sure to use the promo code Virgo Birthday, and you will get your reading discounted, okay? And if you are looking for a personalized reading, which you're going to have to just be a little patient for, right? And you want it from me, then go to my website. It's down below. Go to products and tarot card readings, and you can either order a live reading from me or one done by video, okay? Everything else that you need is down below. For my Earth Angel members, we have 2 different types of memberships now. So make sure to check that out. You can find the link in the description box, okay? All right, so Virgo, these are the downloads I'm getting. Some of you are trying to not create some kind of conflict or to get certain people upset. And they're expecting you to do this because your nature is a good one, right? You're generous of nature, you're good-hearted. If the situation was in your shoes, you would never do what these people are doing. And I feel the message is about family. It has to do with maybe somebody you were married to. Maybe it has to do with your actual siblings. It involves money that is due to you, or even, I don't know, maybe an heirloom, something that, you know, is supposed to be yours. You've been quiet. You've been waiting for these people or whatever to come and tell you, yeah, you know, this belongs to you, you know, or something. No one's saying anything. I feel, if we're talking about family members, I feel they have taken everything for themselves. They've either sold it, kept it for themselves, done whatever they wanted to do. And it's like, you know, no one's saying anything. So this is kind of making you a little upset. I could say angry as well, because you think this is totally unfair. So you are on the verge of either not saying anything at all, which you're trying not to do because you don't want anybody to be upset at you, but that's what they're expecting out of you. Or you're going to, in a very polite way, ask, where are the things that belong to you? So I see that kind of scenario. I see some kind of court case, divorce, properties and money getting divided here. Be careful, Virgo, because whoever you're getting divorced from, right, may have a couple of tricks up their sleeve. So you're going to have to really pay attention to your intuition and thoroughly, I mean, if you could just take time to be still and think of everything possible, right, to do that research, to maybe have the attorney look into it, it would benefit you in the long run, okay? Now, I also see that if it's a divorce or something like this, where you just want out, right? You want everything separated and done, and you want out, okay? Somebody may prolong that, right? Like not give you that divorce, right? So that you get so frustrated that you land up giving them everything just so that you can walk away and have your freedom. I wouldn't suggest you do that. Okay? You're just as much as entitled to everything that you put into a marriage, right? And a lot of you were in a marriage for a lot of years that was completely unfair to you. Okay? The family dynamic for a lot of you is unfair. A lot of you are situated in a family dynamic, Spirit is saying, where these people falsely, slow down. They claim that they love you, right? But that's not love. I feel here it's whatever you can, of your time, of your care, of your love, right? Then you're good. You're all good with them, right? As long, when you start going against the grain, or you say, I'm too tired, or I can't do this for you, all of a sudden, they've got a problem with you, right? It's also about keeping you stuck, Spirit is saying, so that you don't move ahead, that you don't have your own personal freedom, that you don't create your own abundance, success, security, that you have to rely on them. It's a pretty, sorry, I don't like to throw out this word, but it's pretty narcissistic. So, you know, it doesn't have to be just in relationships where this thing happens, right? So, okay, look, I think if you're in that kind of situation, I think Spirit is saying that it's really up to you to kind of get up and do something now, okay? Because nothing will change, and you will be still in this hamster wheel, okay? Right? You may be playing the martyr, but you know, if you're playing the martyr, check why you're playing the martyr. Are you somehow, Spirit is saying, playing the martyr, right? Because there's some kind of past childhood stuff that you got to heal. So think about that for a moment. Because I don't think you're very happy with the situation that you're in. Even though you're trying to do the right thing, they're making it impossible for you. I'm just saying. Okay? Okay, so when it comes to your finances, Virgo, I see improvements. You're seeing the improvements. I think you're being very analytical. I think you're keeping track of everything. You've got a good budget, right? You're trying to budget things that you could do yourself. You're doing yourself to save money. You are starting to save money. So everything is kind of now going on an upswing for you, okay? Your love reading was pretty amazing. I saw, like, you know, because you've been living your life in integrity, right? And in the right way. All three aces came out back to back for you, okay? Which, you know, doesn't happen very often. And it's really because I feel, Virgo, you're doing things the right way. You really are. You're being patient, and you're making wise decisions. You're not jumping to making any kind of decisions, right? Or financial purchases or investments or anything like that. You're giving it a lot of thought, right, before you make a move. Okay? You know, some people may be telling you, oh, get into crypto, do this, do that. And you're like, I don't know. You know, I think I'd rather invest in something that's more tangible. So, you know, you're going to look into that as well, right? You're starting to look and see where you can invest your money that's safe, right? Maybe it's not going to be millions, you know, but it will bring more abundance into your life. So I really like the fact that you're being analytical, that you're being patient, that you are paying attention to detail, right? And you're making good choices right now. You're not, you know, all over the place. See, I think when a lot of you were with that toxic ex, you know, you were never like that. But when you were with that toxic ex, you didn't have time to think. This person had you doing, you know, you were going round and round circles, right? Doing everything for them and everything else. And now that that doesn't exist, you don't have that toxicity around you. The focus is on you, your home, if you have a family, if you're a single parent, whatever. And you're seeing that things are improving one step at a time. And they're getting better and better and better, right? Plus, you cut out a lot of toxic people that were around you, too. I'm also hearing from Spirit that you do have jealous people around you. You do. That are gossiping, that want to know what's going on with you. They're trying to get information out of you, but you've caught on, Virgo. you don't really discuss anything that's really going on. You're keeping those things to yourself. That's your way of protecting the things that are important to you. And, if you feel like that you shouldn't share, you're not going to share. Sorry, let me just turn that off. You're not going to share, Virgo. And you know exactly who's in your camp and who's not in your camp. Okay? It's really time if you haven't started already, but I do feel the majority of you have started with that project, writing that song, writing that book. It's not completed yet. Some of you have completed that book. Good job. And it's gonna do well. Others of you are in that process where you're really going for it now. There's no longer any kind of fear or anything like that. Okay? I also feel there's a group of Virgos that sometimes feel pretty, you could be feeling a little down, right? You're kind of, thinking about certain situations, people, maybe family members and stuff like that, people that let you down, people that put those knives in your back, right? I don't want you losing faith, and I don't want you thinking that things will not change, okay? Think positive thoughts, okay? Because things are about to change for you, Virgo, in a very good way. And I think you're starting to see certain little blessings coming in and out for you here, and you're seeing synchronicities a lot. I mean, a lot, and similar numbers over and over again. So but you're being very patient, though, okay? In the meanwhile, though, you're still doing what you need to do, right? You're taking care of your bills, your accounting, your check balance. I mean, your grocery shopping. I mean, things that need to be put in place and taken care of, Virgo. So you're being very responsible, and that's very good. Okay? So good things are about to come, but I don't want you feeling sad, okay? I really don't. Because you are loved. You're loved by me. You're loved by your community. God loves you, okay? And you're not alone, right? And anybody who's not around you anymore didn't deserve to be around you. They were not good enough to be around you, Virgo. And you need to know that, okay? There's nothing wrong with you. It's those people that have something wrong, all right? I'm telling you. And so, brush it off. Brush it off as an experience here and a lesson. Do your healing. And it's time to move on now, okay? What has happened has happened. Spirit really wants you to leave the past behind and have this beautiful brand new beginning now. So no more sulking, no more, I know, I'm not saying it's not easy, right? When somebody betrays you or hurts you, Virgo, I know. I feel your heart. But I'm here to tell you that life gets better. And the wiser and wiser you become, and the more and more you love yourself, and you put yourself first and the people that you love first, then you see things get better, right? So don't allow anybody to make you feel that way, okay? You may not understand it now, but you'll understand in the long run. A lot of you, the moment you got rid of these toxic people, you saw a dramatic difference, things changing for the better in your life. And why is that? Right? Did you ever think about why that is? Because those people were toxic. Those people were negative. Those people were not a good influence in your life. Okay? You were not supposed to take these people with you on your path. Okay? Here we go, Virgo. I call upon the divine. I call upon the white light to give us one card from Spirit. One card from Spirit with too many. We just want one. Okay, but there's one that just fell in my lap. So I guess we're taking that one. I have no idea what it says. Here we go, family. So here's your message. Postcards from Spirit. Dearest you, even though life seems new and now moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty and allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way, so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune in to what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in this sacred and in the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Loving you always. So basically, they're telling you to just relax, right? They got you. They got you. There's no need for stress. There's no need for overthinking. Let me just say a quick hello. Carrie. Hey, honey. Hey, Sonia. And her Jessica. Amy Lee, Mahogany, Pooh, Jean, Ellen, hey Dylan. So just relax. Catch up on some sleep too. If you're doing stuff during the day, right, and you feel like you want to go take a nap, you just feel like you want to go take a nap. That's Spirit's way of going and saying, go take a nap. We've got something to show you. We got a message to give you. Right? And it's good to take power naps, Virgo. All right, here we go. I call upon the divine. I call upon the white light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. I call upon the Divine Mother, the Divine Father. I call upon our ancestors, our ascended masters, and our whole angelic team to come join us in this safe, sacred space and give us the most important message Virgo needs for their healing, their protection, their guidance, their abundance, for their highest good. For Virgo, or anybody who has strong Virgo placement in their chart. One card for Virgo. What is the most important message Virgo needs to hear today? Ooh, Dark Angel. Okay, let's see what that's about. Number 30. Don't worry. Hey, Candy Money. Hey, Virgo Tahiti. Okay, here we go. Number 30. Oh, and it opened up right to number 30. Okay, here we go. The Dark Angel comes to you with a radical truth. Divine love is always there for you without exception. Love will never forget you. It will never stop caring for you, even when it seems most unlikely. In fact, especially then. The divine is reaching for you and nurturing you. Even our wounds are ways that we can discover love and divine grace through the healing process. The divine is always helping you remember who you are and find your true joy. When the dark angel appears, you are being given a gift of light, even if it may seem to be a hidden blessing. A dark mystery is one that helps us learn that even if things don't seem to be working out according to the timing or the methods that we believe necessary, the light and love of Spirit are unfailing. If a door is closed in your face, it's the wrong door for you. Divine love will ensure that the right door opens at the right time. When you encounter darkness, how you respond can make either the dark or the light victorious. You can choose doubt or fear, or you can force the darkness to serve the light by choosing trust and faith. You are spiritually advanced enough to trust unconditionally. That is the trust that burns bright, not only when things appear good, but even when your mind thinks things seem to be heading in the wrong direction. Does unconditional trust mean that you give up if things get tough, assuming it's not meant to be? Of course not. Relying on the unconditional trust and the understanding of the dark mystery, you are willing to go through periods of not knowing. You are willing to continue on your path even when you are not seeing immediate results. Because in your heart, you know it's right. This type of trust is powerful enough to release any separation between you and the universe. You know that even when the universe guides you into challenging territory, you shall benefit. Grow in divine power and become the amazing being that you dreamed to be. Praying to the beautiful dark angel and writing, drawing, dancing your feelings, or dialoguing with your dream images, you can work through the pain of a challenging time and grow into wisdom. What matters is that you honestly express the depth of your suffering. Then when you are ready, acknowledge that the experience has helped you grow. As we realize how we have grown through the experience, turning what was once a source of pain into spiritual light, we masterfully transform our deeper pain into the greatest growth and spiritual accomplishment. We become true spiritual alchemists, releasing light from the darkness. As you learn to put more faith in love than in fear, your trust becomes increasingly unconditional, and you find the light even through the dark. In this way, you become initiated in the mystery of the dark angel. Then you can show others that this is possible. You can help heal others from victim consciousness and show them that inner peace is possible, even when they are facing the unpredictable twists and turns of life. If you have been going through a difficult time or struggling to heal an issue, the dark angel promises that even through the depths of despair, you shall find the light, and in your own time you will rise again into trust, restoring faith and hope, and all will be well. So let's read the invocation, shall we? I call upon the wisdom of the unconditional love that I may be empowered to see the true light within everything and everyone, including that which holds the onward appearance of darkness. I honor the truth that darkness serves a purpose, and I treat it always as an opportunity to strengthen the light. I call upon the light of divine love to ignite the light of my own heart, strengthening it each day. Through divine grace, I am always held to the light. May divine grace shine through me and into the hearts and minds of all beings upon earth. So be it. Amen. Okay. There you go. Alexandra, hey, sweetheart. Okay, so some of you may be in that kind of energy, right? Like I was picking up earlier, feeling sad, feeling like nothing's going to change, right? Looking at all the things that have disappointed you. And, you know, it's okay to feel those things. But then on the other hand, right, you need to somehow take that fear, and like I said, and transform it into light, right? So, and they told you everything will be well, Virgo. It will. All right, here we go. For Virgo, please, for Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? What are the messages today? What are the Virgo's messages today? Yeah, here they're telling you again, clear the past and heal the present. So there's a clearing, an energetic clearing, okay? Maybe you're doing a lot of spiritual baths. Maybe you're saging. Maybe you're praying. Maybe you're meditating, right? So that you can heal all this stuff and let it go finally. And I feel like you are. And I feel that's why you feel renewed. That's why you're ready for this new beginning, right? That's why you refuse to go back to the past. For Virgo, please, for Virgo. What do we have? Do you like the time that I set for the live? I could do that now, 333. Okay. So we see somebody here is a healer, okay? You could be in any form of healing or helping people. It could be Reiki. It could be, you know what I mean? It could be anything here. And maybe if you don't do it as a profession, that's one of your blessings here. So you do have a healing energy going through you here. Maybe you've actually learned how to encircle your whole, visualize your whole body being encircled by white and gold light, Virgo, for protection, complete protection from Michael, right? Maybe you just have learned to, like, you know, through healing your chakras and everything else, how to change and balance your emotions and how to use energy and light, right? Crystals I mean, it can be anything, right? And you're learning how to use all those, right? That's part of your being that magician, having all the tools you need, right? So you're making use of all those things. And if you haven't yet, you're going to find out how, right? So that you can be living your life in the most highest vibration. So listen, there is a beginning of a new cycle for a lot of you here, Virgo. And I see a lot of happiness here. The universe is stepping in. I do see a lot of you are actually picking up from somewhere, right? A situation. And you're going, you know what? I don't need any of this stuff. You know? And you're just leaving like with maybe, you know, I don't know, small duffel bag or something like that. And you're just like, I'm so done with all of this, you know? And there's no going back. And I'm done, and I'm taking this new beginning, and I'm starting over. Because I do see a lot of my Virgos just want to simplify their life. I also see here that there's some kind of traveling, and maybe it's not long distance, right? But you're not going to be taking much with you when you travel. Virgo. I do see you staying focused. I do see you staying on the right path, on the right course here, Virgo. You are. I feel maybe you are getting information, viewing like maybe maps. You're just trying to get a clearer picture or perspective of maybe a place that you want to go to, want to get more information. Maybe you want to know where everything is, if this place would suit you here. But you're definitely like looking at things from a bird's eye view, right? Like to get the whole feeling of wherever this is. They're telling you here that you need to be careful. I mean, not careful, but you need to make wise decisions here, okay? With the next moves that you're going to make here. Wherever you're going, I feel, like I said, you got to make wise decisions. But I also feel on this journey, and I keep seeing you crossing this bridge, where you will find that there is support all around you, Virgo. Somehow, it's not for everyone, but for whoever this is the right thing for you. And they're asking you to believe in the magic. For a lot of you too, it could help you here clear up some kind of misunderstanding, argument, chaos at a distance from you here. I feel also with this move that you're going to make, there could be some kind of obstacles here, but I see you overcoming those obstacles, okay? I feel it may not be, there's a lot to doing, right? When you're just picking up and you're going somewhere else, right? You got to start all over again, right? You got to learn the terrain, what's around you, right? How to get this, how to get that, how to get settled in, right? So I feel it's going to be a lot of work for you here, but I truly believe that it's going to be worth the effort. It also allows you to finally put some kind of emotional baggage or burdens down with this move that you're making here. And I see that once you get everything lined up and in place, right, you're going to be really, really happy. Really happy. Because I feel you're, it's not for everyone, but for a lot of you, you're leaving a situation that's just been awful. Just awful. You just want like peace and happiness and joy and delight and, you know. So I feel this is for a Virgo that's been through a lot. Okay, you will have a victory here, Virgo. You will. Some of you are going somewhere where you're returning back to your roots. Or it could be like your birthplace, or it could be like the birthplace of your ancestors. Something that feels right to you. Okay? I don't know. You're going to feel kind of rejuvenated here. Okay? And it is like an adventure for you here. So, there's definitely a new beginning here, Virgo. You get to choose which path you want to go. Spirit is just letting you know that everything is possible for you. With God, everything is possible, Virgo. So you may feel like, when you get there, right, you may feel like, oh, wow, it's like maybe culture shock or, you may feel like, first, right, you may feel like, well, did I make the right decision? Spirit is saying, no, you're exactly where you need to be. And they're asking you to just be in the flow. There's something here, Virgo. I'm telling you, there's some kind of inheritance or something that was left for you here that you have no idea about. Other people know about it, but they're not letting you know about it. Now, I don't know if they stole it. So I do feel here there's a new path for you, and I feel like wherever you're going, okay, you're going to understand a lot of things, and your connection with Source is going to get even closer and closer and closer here. Again, Virgo, I'm telling you, you've got that lantern. You need to step in your power here, okay? You know you're strong enough beyond all measure here to do whatever you need to do. See, they're telling you you've been cooped up too much. You've been in the same place too long. You want to see what else is out there, right? We've been seeing like last month, right, when I was doing the clarifying situations, right? They kept telling you this is not it for you. There's other worlds for you to explore. Places, right? And I see a lot of you having that courage to take action here. And like I said, it's going to bring great change, great transformation for you, Virgo. Sit still. You'll have the answers within. You'll know what to do. But I definitely feel for a lot of you, like you could be in the city and you're deciding to go move to the country, right? You're in one country and you're going, this is just crazy over here. I don't want to live like this. And you want to go somewhere else. After doing your research and everything, somewhere where you think things would be much safer, more relaxed, more calm for you here. But I feel whatever this destination is that you're going to here, you're going to be very grateful. You're going to be in a state of grace and gratitude here because you're going to actually be able to take it easy, Virgo, and enjoy life a little bit and feel more relaxed and not so stressed out and full of anxiety. Okay? And look at that. Passion and purpose come out too. I see a soulmate. I see a twin flame coming from behind you, and you don't even see this coming. That's coming into play too. So you're supposed to be leaving your heart open and embrace this beautiful energy that's coming in for you here. Okay? I also see a lot of you spending time alone, reading a book, studying, just being in a state of peace. Maybe you're creating. You've got some kind of an idea and you're piecing it all together. I don't know, Virgo, but a miracle's about to come into your life here. All right? And again, you see that crossing of that bridge. That's exactly what you're doing. You're not angry about the past, right? You're really not anymore. You don't care. I mean, like you care, but I mean, you've forgiven it all, you know? And you've been doing your healing and your mending as you're crossing that bridge and you're looking towards the new, right? You've closed the door to the past and you're crossing that bridge. And as you cross that bridge too, there's going to be like-minded people, friends, love interests that are going to be coming into your life now, right? So you're kind of at midpoint on the bridge. And just know that this journey, you crossing that bridge and everything, is protected by your angels. It really is. So they're saying this is the time where stop thinking negative, redirect your energy, pour that energy back into you, right? With positive thoughts and positive feelings here. So that you can allow yourself to shine bright. Rainbow blessings are coming in, Virgo. Rainbow blessings. So blessings are going to be showering your life. Take a look at that. Okay? So they're saying begin now. Begin now. Take that first step towards the divine, right? Take that first step towards the divine. They'll take 10 steps towards you, right? And just surrender. Release control and allow spirit to take over here. But all they're telling you is don't go backwards, Virgo. You keep going forward. Keep going forward. You will reach that destination. You will ascend that mountain. You will reach the top, Virgo. I see a lot of you really, you're going somewhere else. And maybe you going somewhere else has to do with your life path, your spiritual path. But they're telling you to get ready for new horizons. It also looks like when you finally get there, right? You may go to connect maybe with some friends or people that you know, and you're going to understand that it could be family members too, that these people just don't vibe on the same vibration as you here. So you're going to be uncovering some kind of truth about certain individuals, okay? And I feel that what you stand for and what these people stand for are two different things, okay? I also feel that wherever you are, like the way you're entering into everything, Virgo, is really through a place of love, right? This is what's flowing through you. Your heart is open, right? Even to those that did you wrong, your heart is open. You're showing compassion. You're showing understanding and love. I'm not saying that you're taking them back, but you understand what I'm saying, right? A lot of you know a lot of injustice has been done to you. And if it was anybody else, I don't know what they would do, Virgo. But you're like, you know what? It's okay. You know, it doesn't matter what this person and that person and this person has done to me, because God is watching and God's going to reward me in other ways. And I'm going to say amen to that, Virgo. You know, it's sometimes, you know, you look at things, Virgo, and you go, God, you know, do I really need to, you know, isn't it obvious, right, that people should be doing the right thing, right? Why do I have to like succumb to having to talk to certain individuals? What do I need to do? Like plead and beg for something that is already mine? You're not going to do that. You're not. So anyways, it's all about you taking your time, like I keep seeing you as the Knight of Pentacles, right? You're moving. You are moving forward. You're not like racing to get to the finish line. You know the finish line is there, right? But you're taking, like I said, calculated steps, risk-free, right? But that Knight of Pentacles in the Tarot is the most solid knight. And we do see here that a lot of you will be answering the call. The time is now, they're saying. And once you decide to answer what your calling is or what your passion is, right? It doesn't have to be spirituality, right? We've talked about this before. It could be some talent that you have that brings love and joy to other people. We're talking about those kind of things too. So when you start answering the call, and you show up, and you start taking that leadership role, that's where this infinite abundance comes from the universe. Because for a lot of you, Spirit has been waiting, right? They've been giving you creative nudges. They've been whispering in your ear. They've been telling us for months through the cards, get creative, balance your masculine and your feminine, which is inspiration and creativity. A lot of you still haven't done it. So they're waiting for you to step it up. They're waiting for you to answer your purpose, the thing that you're passionate about, and start doing it. And like I said, you take those steps, they'll reward you in return for taking those steps, because there's infinite abundance coming to you, Virgo, here. Okay? And the last card out is to believe that there is a divine plan for you, because there is. Spirit wants the best for you, Virgo. They really do. They want to see you happy. They want to see you get the love that you deserve. They want to see you get the abundance that you deserve. You've been through a lot, which most people still would not be as loving and as kind as you are, Virgo. They just wouldn't be. They would become bitter and selfish and greedy, and I don't know what else, Virgo. I guess all the 7 deadly sins. Okay. Here we go for Virgo. What do we have for my beautiful Virgos? So, lighten up, Buttercup. Life is going to get really good. But again, I'm telling you, you got to keep your faith and your trust. And then we got 2 cards on the floor. I thought I was going to catch them, but I didn't. Whoa, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Opportunity came out and overflow came out. This is like so much money, you don't know what to do with it. This card, though, does tell you that if that abundance comes to you, like crazy money, you also have to give back too. Like, you know how they say pay it forward, right? Give somebody else an opportunity too to do well. Okay, so here we go for Virgo. Show the world the real you, Virgo. Show them the real you. You know, I feel a lot of you maybe you're going through an obstacle, or you've had a lot of obstacles, right? And you keep those things to yourself. Kind of like what a Scorpio does, right? When they've got problems or they've got things, they don't discuss it with anybody. They don't want to put their problems on other people, so they keep it to themselves and they pretend like everything is okay. But in reality, something is going on that needs to be fixed, right? Or overcome. So I know you feel all alone, a lot of you. You really do. You feel all alone, okay? But they're saying here that you can change all this. You can change all this with your thoughts. You can change all these things when you finally set an intention for yourself. And that you need to know that here there is light at the end of the tunnel. And you just need to trust and take, all of a sudden the wind picked up. You just need to trust here, Virgo, and take life as it comes. So being in the here and now. Okay? For Virgo. Yeah, look, you see, the universe has a hand in all of this, Virgo. They truly do. I'm telling you, they've been working on this for a long time, but they wanted you to be ready. So you will get the bigger picture. You truly will here. You will. And you're not paying attention to this. Okay? I mean, you are, but you know what I mean? It's because of your faith and your trust that you're more connected with spirit up there. I see some of you selling a home, buying a new home, clearing out things as well. Getting more organized, because now you have the clarity. You already know now what you're going to do, where you want to be, right? What you want to build. This is nice, Virgo. Yeah. So you're in this very beautiful energy, my divine feminines here. You're resonating with the universe. You're one with the universe here. And now you're ready to get inspired and do what it is that you need to do. I'm also here to tell you that there's a very strong possibility at this time that you will come together and come into union with the person that you're supposed to come into union with. This is also a time for you to work on, manage, manifest, focus on the things that you need to do to replenish your well, things that were taken from you. You're going to see the more effort you put in and the more focus you put in, the more your well is going to be refilled again, Virgo. It's going to be replenished here. But you need to take action. You need to be bold and move forward here. And again, you see, there's a new beginning for you, Virgo. Yeah, you may be doing two different things. You may have a job and you're starting a new gig, right? And you're doing both things, right? To create more abundance for yourself here. Because you want to regain all the stuff that was taken from you, right? But Spirit is telling you, just trust, just keep going, because there's blessings all along the way. And it really has to do, these blessings really are here to replenish your resources. There's things you want to do, Virgo, and you feel you don't have the resources to do it, right? You want change. You want to get that house. You want to buy that new car. You want to go relocate, right? But I'm here to tell you, you're not doing this alone. You're not. You truly are not. So listen, what you don't know is you need to make preparations and get ready here, okay? Get your things all lined up in a row, Virgo. There is somebody coming towards you here. Okay, somebody who is fated for you to come together with. And no, I'm not talking about your time. Here I am. Okay, so what was the last thing I was saying? So it's time for you to make preparations here, Virgo. It was YouTube. They disconnected us and they connected us again. So it's time to make preparations to manifest the things that you want. You are coming together with somebody who you've never met. It's fated. It's a soul contract. So I don't know if it's about your life path or you're coming into sacred union with somebody here, okay? But one cycle is closed for you and a new one is beginning here. Well, and that's the truth and nothing but the truth, okay? I also feel here that, Virgo, there could have been somebody who was trying to stop you from fulfilling your divine life purpose or what the divine had in store for you here. This person is a fallen angel. This person's a dream thief. But they couldn't do nothing because your connection to spirit was so strong, Virgo, that this new beginning is happening anyways, and you are prepared to take a deep dive to get this task done, to cross that bridge, Virgo, to come together with maybe, it's like you and a bunch of friends or a group that are going to come together here, okay? I'm telling you, you're going to have two choices, Virgo. Surrender, but make the right choice, okay? There is somebody coming back wanting your forgiveness, wanting you to change things. And I'm seeing that you shouldn't go there, okay? Everything is coming to you in divine timing here, Virgo. All right? So keep your heart open here, Virgo. Again, meditation and stillness is very good for you to heal and transform any kind of pain that you have. Okay? Restore your heart so that you're open to love again. And again, they're telling you have to be patient. But limitless possibilities are coming towards you here. Time to take a leadership role. Step up and become that boss that you are, Virgo. Okay? Yeah. Okay? So it's all about love. It's all about a happy home. It's all about luck and the right timing, Virgo.